Okay. Shout out to my table and my people. Broken. Shattered vessels, desperate for something other than weekly troubles. Sundays we danced. The organ would cry out against the blaring snare and the cymbals would crash. The bass would laugh at the screaming guitar, and our scars were ignorantly hidden behind holiness. We didn't know that ankle-length skirts with matching wrist-length blouse would not only keep the deacon from becoming aroused, but also hide the demons dancing in our souls, deadly sins corroding inside our toes, sanctuary carpets soaked in hypocrisy, bishops blinking in pulpits, diamonds shining brighter than the SON, running a race we couldn't win, running for Jesus, caught a second wind. We never get tired of this cycle, Monday through Saturday, sitting behind closed doors, but the doors of the church are always open, but only open when it's convenient, leaning on a leaking cross. Jesus is still bleeding, because we are still driving nails through his hands. Fuck that shit. At least we dance. But preacher man, tell me, is it really a sin to be gay? Or is it a sin because you are afraid that you will find out that you sucked a dick or two on your day? Pastor, please tell me that it's going to be okay without me having to lay big faces at your feet, tithes and offerings paid with nothing in our refrigerator to eat. I remember the tears cascading down my cheek. I couldn't believe that these sanctified, Holy Ghost-filled, fire-baptized church people disowned me because of my flaws, considered me lost because they didn't want to take the time to find me. Fuck that shit. At least we dance. God, I'm confused. Was it a pastor who gave me salvation, or was it you? Pastors playing Pikachu, electrifying the people with the same old sermon. There is a land flowing with milk and honey. Dance, and you'll get the money without the benefit of living debt-free. Fuck wealthy. I want the riches so I can come up in the church with that fresh shit on, and I got something crazy on my arm. My heart. But we look past those sleeves. Deacons, preachers, and missionaries are all sinners seeking forgiveness, but when that clergy badge is shown, they are prone to pretend like everything in that household is golden. I know their homes are broken too. I know, because I'm the granddaughter of a preacher and the daughter of a missionary, and on Sundays me and my mother danced, then came home to an empty house. My father, sometimes nowhere to be found. I had grown accustomed to the sound of silence. My mother had the act of ignoring her pain down to a science. We were just plain liars, smiling through broken hearts. Usually, daddies who attend nightclubs regularly break families apart, but it was my mother, and that backward-ass strip club she still dances for. That pussy pimp preacher turned my mother into a whore, and she wonders why I don't want to dance anymore. And I wonder, why is she still broke dancing? See, Pastor knows how to keep his hoes just above par. There's nothing I wanted more than for the arguments to stop. I wish I was old enough to just say, look, Daddy, Mommy gives all of her money to the church because she is hurt, and she believes in seed planting. She sows for your harvest, so just come home. I promise that's all she wants. But I was too young. But not too young for long nights and morning arguments, and I danced hard, thinking that was how the problems were fixed. My mother wonders why I don't want to dance anymore, and I want to tell her that going through the motions in the name of Jesus is a bore. Besides, I don't want to be anybody's whore anymore. I like just being a child of God, and it's kind of hard dancing to a beat that has slipped away through the cracks of my broken heart. It wasn't the world that tore me apart, it was the church, who looked at me and only saw the sins, never the hurt they caused. And I realized that Jesus wasn't the only one nailed to a cross by his own people. Church people will crucify you, then forget your name, then look at you strange when you love them just the same. But I thought love was the Christian way. But you know what they say, fuck that shit. At least we dance.